Well, well, who do I spy in my humble castle? Another skeleton warrior. You know, you're the third skeleton visiting me this week. Did something happen in the Army of Darkness? Oh, I see. Mass layoffs, you say? The Dark Lord decided to replace y'all with AI skeletons. How foolish of him. Anyway, what does it have to do with me exactly? I see, you want to be resurrected? Ah, you believe that going back to your flesh and blood human form will give you more job opportunities. Well, that's not exactly untrue, but resurrection is a big ask. I didn't say no. It's just the price may be rather steep and non-negotiable. Oh, no. You learn what it is after we shake hands. But don't worry, it's a favor you're fully capable of doing for me. So what do you say on that creature? Do you want to live again? Great, let's get to the ritual then. When it was last time, when you wasn't a skeleton exactly? 13th century. Well, you're up for a bit of a surprise. Quite a lot of them, I'd say. But let's not waste any time and get to the actual dark magic. Although nowadays it's hard to tell what's darkness and what's magic anymore. Before we begin, we need to have a good idea of how did you look back in the days. Because throughout these years in the army of the undead, a lot have changed. So the spell might not work exactly precise. So if you want to still look like yourself and not like someone who's on my mind, we'll need to reconstruct your appearance, because I doubt you want to look like Lord Farquaad. Anyway, I have trusty technique of reconstructing your face shape by your skull. I will take some measurements and make a sketch of how did you look. Modern human scientists use this too. Yeah, they surely love bone digging, and here they call me Necromancer. Anyway, please sit still and look straight at me. Do not move, otherwise your nose may end up on your forehead. Okay. And sit still, please. Do not wiggle. Okay, and I see. Pretty defined cheekbones. I'm almost envious of you. Sit still, sit still, sit still. I see. Interesting. Yeah, I'll keep in mind that your skull might get deformed a bit through all the centuries. It is no big issue. And just let me... Okay, and I'll have to get a very precise proportions. Pretty angle, yes. It's like... Now your jawline, please sit still. Where's your lower jaw? I see. No, it's no problem. This happens. Okay, we'll recreate it in the process of reanimation. And should be approximately here. Okay, let me see, and do not wiggle, please. And this proportion, this bridge was approximately the same length as okay, and your ears should. Let's not think about your ears at the moment. Okay, and lastly, your forehead. It goes at this angle. No, it's okay. It's okay. Alright. My, weren't you handsome? I have a pretty good idea of how you should look after your resurrection. Isn't my technique marvelous? Are you satisfied with the results? No, we cannot change anything. I'm not a plastic surgeon. Those are modern human doctors who can change the shape of your face or even take a faulty heart and replace those with a new one. No, that's not my job anymore. I'm here to work with the skeletons. Okay. Tell me this, undead creature. By any chance, did you dwell nearby an ant nest? Yeah, because your head is full of trash. Not figuratively, literally. In your skull, I see something that looks like a dead ants and breadcrumbs. We'll have to get rid of those, otherwise they may stay with you forever. Can you please turn to... No, what? Never mind. I have a better idea. Instead of endlessly asking you to turn your head, I will ask you to look at this mini tombstone right in the center where the small crystals are. Okay? When I move it, you move your head to follow it. When I move it upwards, you look up. When I move it to the right, you turn your head to the right. When I move it to your left, you turn your head to the left. Okay? So I will not have to bark orders every few seconds, and I will easily pluck those unwanted guests from your skull. Okay? So now, have a look at it and follow. Follow the crystal. Now, do not look at my hands. There's nothing of interest for you. And just follow the crystal. Okay. So this is okay. Oh, good. So now again, where's your lower chin? Let's see. No, it happens. It's no problem. Anyway, nowadays people don't even need to speak in person anymore, for most part. You'll get the idea real quick, trust me. Okay, and I think just a few more. Look at my crystal. Look at this mini crystal tombstone. Okay, turn your head. Great. Good job. And let's continue. Now we'll have to attune you with your future image. I'll use this. This is tuning fork. It will tune you. So all you have to do is sit still. Please do not wiggle. I can't stress this enough. Do not wiggle, otherwise you may have a really wonky face features. Anyway, please sit still other side. Sit still. Look at my nose. Look at my nose. Unlike you, I still have a nose, so look at it. Great. Look at my nose. Look at my nose. Do not wiggle, please. Okay, I do now that. Please sit still. Okay, and now I will use the method of wave. This doesn't have anything to do with you, I'm just thinking. Yeah. Okay, I haven't really resurrected anyone since. It doesn't matter. And now, a few final touches. We shall establish your future facial symmetry. Yeah, like it's nowadays beauty standard. You'll need that beauty standard for your job. You'll find out later. Are you still looking at my nose? Great. Continue to do so. Look at my nose. I'll notice if you get distracted. Okay. And now I will have to ask you to sit especially still and look at my nose. Okay. I think we're good. I think we're okay. Now we'll get to the actual dark magic, or so they say. Anyway, here's this candle. I will light it up in a moment. Good. And now I will kindly ask you to look at the flame, while I will draw a resurrection symbols in the air. Do not get distracted, and please, by all means, do not look at my hands. Just look at the flame. Look at the flame. Get it? Alright, please focus. And we begin. Good. You're doing great so far. Just look at the flame. I know it might get a little boring, but your resurrection depends on it. Good. You're doing great. Follow the flame. Follow the flame, please. Look at the flame. Look at my finger for a moment. Okay, now back at the flame. Okay. Look at the flame. Please focus. This is very important, okay? Don't get distracted. Mm-hmm. All right. Okay. Now I have to quickly check if everything is in order. Look at my finger. Now look at the flame. Do not move your hand. Look at my nose. Look at the flame. Look at my finger. Look at the flame. Look at my nose. Look at the flame. Look at my finger. Look at my nose. Look at the flame. Look at my finger. Look at the flame. Look at my finger. Look at my nose. Look at the flame. Look at my finger. Look at my nose. And look at the flame. Good job. Now you almost resemble a living human, but we'll need to give you more lively, energetic look, you know. I have something that will help you. Oh yeah, it's sort of potion, though it's a modern thing. You see? Yeah, nowadays even living creatures can look like undead in the morning, and this actually helps them. We call this energy drink, and this one will make you more lively. You'll get used to it, just don't get addicted. There's a thin line between first and the second. Anyway. It is hissing, yes, but I assure you it is no magical potion. Well, anyway, please drink this. I will place it near you. Just be careful. Take some time to use to your meaty fingers instead of bones. To your health. Feel better? Well, you look better, at least in general, overall. I'd say you still have this not quite healthy look about you, with grey skin undertone and bottomless dark pits that are your under eye bags. We can fix that. You know, many mortal humans look like that every day and consider this normal, but we want to avoid those demon hunters checking your identity. So yeah, I'll apply a bit of makeup. And don't worry, it's for everyone. We'll just make you look more healthy. You know, many people consider it a no makeup look when it's actually light makeup. And while we're at it, I can give you a short briefing about modern society, so you will experience a bit less of a shock. Okay, I will apply blush, please sit still. Okay. So, just so you know, nowadays peasants mostly don't die from plague. Well, these modern wizards called scientists invented this medicine called vaccine, and it makes your body immune to many ailments that probably your ex-Dark Lord still considers lethal. What a freaking clown. So, yeah, it's quite hard to actually die from flu nowadays. Okay, I'm so sorry to hear that's what happened to your... Anyway, I was in 13th century. Second, use concealer. It's sort of paint that will cover your under eye area. And don't worry, sit still. So, nowadays people all carry these little glowing magic boxes with them, cold smartphones and they stare into those aimlessly like zombies. So you have to be really careful with that. Alright, I see. And what's interesting, nowadays you don't really need living musicians or street performance to hear some music or watch a performance. Actually, you can get this from those magical boxes. So don't be too spooked if you hear music seemingly from nowhere. I will apply this mascara because your eyelashes didn't grow so lush in the process of resurrection. So let's work with what we have, but add a few effect like you have a few more eyelashes. So yeah, speaking of music nowadays, I believe now it's time to talk about the favor you owe me. Remember? Here's the deal. Listen closely. You'll have to fight with a superior force. You'll have to get through armies of competitors and grab the prize that millions desire. But I think this won't be impossible for someone who fought in the army of darkness for a few centuries. Am I right? Great. So listen closely. There's this band of human minstrels called BTS. They look like angels and sing accordingly too. I want you to grab me autographs. Yeah, it's like signs. Make them sign any piece of paper. And I want autographs of at least 3 of those minstrels. You have 1 year to complete this task. Otherwise, you'll shrink back to being a skeleton. Although some people nowadays find that fashionable. Anyways, this will be all. Go and enjoy modern society as a living, breathing part of it. And may you not regret your decision. Good luck.